So I just wanted to tell you a little bit about yellow rattle. That's this plant here. If you look at it, you can see the little leaf. It's a real distinctive little pointy leaf. That's what it looks like. And this is an annual plant. It flowers and sets seed all in 1 year and then it dies. And these are the seed heads here. And it's called yellow rattle because once the seeds are ripe, it rattles. And then you know that they're ready. They're ripe. And one thing that I had taken for granted is that the bees absolutely love it. So not only will this plant, it's semi-parasitic. So that means that it will actually take nutrients and water away, especially away from grasses, and reduces their vigour. And then you can see down here there's lots of bare patches of earth, and it leaves space for other wildflowers to come in. It reduces the vigour of the grass. The yellow rattle seed will drop onto the ground and it will come back, but also it gives an opportunity for other flowers, and you can see there's self-heal right here underneath me. It's starting to come in. So it can really help if you've got very vigorous grasses to try and introduce little patches of yellow rattle. It will reduce the grasses, but it also is a brilliant pollinator plant for the bees. The seed needs to be sown fresh, won't store. Okay, so like I'm looking at this one here, it's totally ripe, and I know inside here these are the seeds. Okay, so what I would do right away, and I'll do it all through the summer now because I have some right in the garden, I'll get some seeds, I'll pull back the soil. I don't need to do it here because there is yellow rattle here, but if I even just pull back and get a little bit of bare earth, which is lovely because it's been raining finally, and literally just scatter the seeds, and that's all I do. Push them down a little bit and that's it. Early next spring this will come up in patches and the seed won't store, so you'll need to try and get some of this seed and sow it as soon as you can to help reduce the vigour of the grasses in your meadow. We're looking at oxeye daisy and some meadow buttercup. Look how it's standing up nice and tall. And I just wanted to show you, I noticed, you see here, the meadow buttercup, these seeds, even though they're green, some of them are starting to come off. So if I rub that gently with my hand, you see they're coming into my hand there? So these are actually ready, even though they're green and not brown. So it just shows you it's the whole piece about observing. So what I'm going to do with these, it's just a few, I'll gather up a few more, and I'm going to scatter them on a bare piece of earth. That's our meadow buttercup. Now the oxeye daisies are not ready. But you can see in the centre here, this is where all the seeds will form. And they'll actually look almost like they're dead when the seed is ready, and you just rub them off with your hand, your finger, and they'll come into your hand. And this is cut-leaved geranium. And if you look here closely, you can see, so this is the pink flower, and I know we saw this in lots of places. Really distinctive little finely cut leaf. And in the centre, you can see the seed. It's gone dark. So this seed is now ready to be collected, dried out and saved, and I can sow it next summer, or I can just scatter it directly onto the ground. There's the seed there. You can see that? This is cowslip, and primrose will look similar when the seed is almost ripe. And I've pulled one off and I've just opened it up, and you see in here, you see all these little green seeds. So cowslip and primrose can both be sown fresh, which means you can sow the seed green, and often it will germinate very quickly and you'll get lots of little plants to be planted out. Or you can wait and let it dry out a little bit more and sow them, but they do need a whole period of cold then to break the dormancy of the seed, and they will sprout next spring. So it's a long wait. But you could try them green now, and see these ones? They're ready now.